Hey, I'm Bruce Peck, and I'm with SelectBraces.com, which is the online directory that helps connect orthodontists with their patients and parents. If you haven't yet gone on and created a free account, please do so. Just go to SelectBraces.com. And also, if you haven't joined our Facebook group for orthodontists yet, it's orthodontistreputation.tv. Come join our community there. What we're talking about today, and by the way, we do Facebook Lives every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So what we're talking about today is why confidence matters to your orthodontic brands. Why being confident and going out there and living life in this way is going to make a difference for your practice. So without further ado, we got 3 different definitions of confidence, and each of these are really important in order to help you to understand really how this frames up for your brand and for your practice. So, first definition of confidence is the feeling or belief that you can rely on someone or something. It's a firm trust. So, the first one is really about showing that you can really trust what somebody is doing or something, and you can rely on them. So here's the second definition of confidence. And each of these, as we get into this discussion today, each of these is going to make a difference in the way that we understand confidence. So here's the second one: is the state or feeling certain about the truth of something. So to me, this is more about you went to school for I don't know how long or whatever to become an orthodontist, and now you know that that this is what you can do and this is what you can deliver, and that's similar to this one is it's a feeling of self-assurance arising from one's appreciation of one's own abilities or qualities. And so these 3 definitions of confidence, the first, that you can feel certain about, the first, that you can have the belief in something or a firm trust. The second, that you can have that you can know the truth of something, and then third, a feeling of self-assurance of your own qualities, all play into your practice. And let's go into why. So this is why confidence matters to what you're doing. So first is confidence creates opportunities, and I'll give you a simple example of this. So if you went to a foreign country today and you had I don't know, just a flea market or just some kind of place that you've never been to, you've never experienced before, and you were hungry and you wanted to eat lunch. So you're walking down the road and you just see all these different things. What are the odds that if you saw a McDonald's that you'd go into there first? They're probably pretty high. Not because you like the food and not because it's healthy for you, but because they have that first form of confidence that you can trust and rely on their service. And given uncertainty, you're going to go to that place. It's the same thing with an orthodontist practice. Because when people are looking for a place to take their kids, when they're looking for a place that is going to do something that is kind of worrisome or is a little uncomfortable, they're going to go to the place that they can have a firm trust in. Okay, here's a second example of why confidence creates opportunities. So let's say you went to a conference or something, and you were networking, and somebody said hey, do you do blank, X, Y, and Z? And it's well, I don't know, I've never done that before. You could respond like that. It's no, that's not an opportunity. That's not where we want to go with what we're doing. Or you could say hey, I'm really am confident in my ability to learn. So you say yes. Confidence allows you to say yes to a lot of different things. So here's the second thing that confidence does. Confidence leads to execution. So if you feel I'll give you an example. Okay, so there was once this little blue train, and this little blue train was okay. So first, these toys needed to get over a mountain, and so the toys decided to go ask a older train, and the older train said, well, I don't know, I'm pretty old, and so I don't think I can do that. And then the second train that they asked was a really fast train, and the fast train was well, no, I'm too busy, I can't take you over the mountain to get to the kids on the other side. And then the third train that they asked was a little blue engine, and the little train thought Well, I don't know if I can, but I think I can. I think I can. And it took the toys over the mountain, and they got to the kids. But what this matters to about with your practice is that thinking that you can, creating opportunities, and just executing on that confidence, it makes a big difference on what you're able to do and what you're able to market out doing. So here's the next reason why confidence matters to your brand is because people follow confident leaders. If you ever think about like who do we follow in the world, like Steve Jobs or Bill Gates or whoever, like they all have like a crystal clear vision of the future, and so people want to know that you believe that you're the leader, that you're going somewhere. So with your practice, if you're focusing on becoming the leader and being confident that you're on the cutting edge, that you have the best technology, the best skill set, all these things, those matter because we want to follow people who are confident. Okay, so let's talk about now like some kind of practical ways that you can increase confidence with what you're doing with your practice. So number one is experience. So right, like, and I think that's the major advantage of an orthodontist anyways, because you could go to a general dentist, but you know when you go to an orthodontist, you have years more experience in this specific field, and then also you're doing the same things day in and day out. So you are the pro. So going out there and getting experience, preparation precedes power. So the more that you do these things, the more that you're going to increase in your confidence. The second one, which seems a little counterintuitive, but I think this is really, really important, is your own vision. Your own vision of what you're going to do, your own vision of the practice. Because when you see something so clearly and you see the way that you see what you want to have, that creates confidence in itself. It helps you to have that burning desire. It's like, yeah, like I know this. I know what I need to do. And when you know something, reality starts to reflect that. When you start to believe something and have a vision, then reality will reflect that. And then finally, a third one is just the pregame. So is understanding that all the great athletes, everyone that's ever been truly phenomenal in sports, has had a pregame routine. So it's sitting there and thinking like, okay, like you notice, like if you watch the NBA playoffs, like the person like dribbles, like they'll dribble the same way every time. They'll do like the exact same things just so that they create like this confidence and this air that they're able to do what they thanks for the like that they're able to do what they said they're going to do. So it's a similar thing with your brand is understanding what it takes to really like get into the zone and to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish with it. So I've got a couple of quotes for you, and then we'll talk about some ways that you can increase your patient's confidence in you. So this is from Sir Edmund Hillary, and he says, "It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves." And that's exactly true. It's more of a mental game than it is a physical game in most things. And so it's the same thing with marketing your practice. It's not the mountain you conquer, but yourself. And then this is a real practical one from Dale Carnegie. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home and worry about it. Go and get busy. Go out and get busy with it. And so it's the same thing. If you want to start instilling confidence in people, don't just be passive about the way that you're presenting your practice. You have to go out and you have to conquer, and you have to just get busy, like doing things that will help your practice to grow. So some things that you can do is you can join our community of orthodontists at orthodontistreputation.tv. It's a Facebook group. We'll have the link in this post. And what you can do on there is you can start talking with people and building your confidence with your brand and start doing things with that. Also, you can shoot us an email. You can join us on selectbraces.com and start getting those reviews for your practice, and that will help you instill confidence in your brand. So I'm Bruce Peck. I'm with selectbraces.com. Thank you for coming on today, And we're on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you all, and we'll talk to you again soon.